Joy from Joyquilts. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to go through the setup on the computer of how we program the design in. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is set the size of our quilt. And this quilt is 49 inches by 70.5. Okay, so there we go. So there's our quilt. Now we're going to pick a design from the design center. I'm going to go over here and select one. And we're going to pop that in there, and we're going to add a few more in a row to kind of fill up the space. Okay, now what I'm going to do is make sure that it's going to fit the space that I want to put it in. So what I want to do is about 47. And we're going to let that sit like that for now. Okay, so that's basically in the middle of the design area. Now what we're going to do is add some rows. Now, say for example we wanted to nest that a little closer, a little further. Let's try a little closer this time. Okay, so that's going to basically make it a little more quilted. Okay, so there we have it. So now we're going to do select it again. And now the size we need it to be is 47 by 68.67. So I'm going to take off aspect ratio, and I'm going to leave the 47 alone because it's already where we want it. And we're going to go to 68.67 for the width and apply that. So it just slightly skewed it a little bit so that it'll fit perfectly into the design area. Now we're going to make it really big. And we're going to go over here to the top. Now I want this to start about 3/4 of an inch down. Each one of those is approximately 1/4 inch. The bottom there's a little bit of adjustment at the bottom because there's always a little bit of pull in the quilt. As you're quilting, it kind of moves along a little bit. We probably want 4, so about an inch from each side, because the quilt from side to side will vary more than top to bottom because of stretching and other things. So you see now that is kind of like right where we want it. So we're going to go back to actual size because we had just expanded it. And then what we're going to do, put the speed up a little bit because this is sewing really slow. We are going to load the first row, and then the machine is going to go to the first row and the first stitch, and it's going to stitch it out, and then that's going to be how we do it. Then we just load each row after that, and away it goes. So we pick the start point, and that's where it's going to go. And that's basically how you load a quilt design. Joyquilts from Ardrossan, Alberta, sewing on a Bernina Q24 with Art and Stitch software and Qmatic. Thanks. Have a great day.